Beautiful night here in Newburgh, Indiana, where the Jefferson Red Devils travel down to Newburgh to take on a hot and healthy and ready to go Castle Knights team. As we welcome you back to the broadcast, I'm Johnny Brittingcamp alongside Anthony Konopinski. We hope that this stream is clean, not as much problems as last time because we had to go on the road, which, by the way, was a phenomenal game. If you keep up with Cass basketball, they got a big-time win against a North Huskies team that we talked about, who was big, who hustled, and the Knights were able to get it done. Now this is the big test. They got a Jeffersonville team who's top 5 in the state.
Yes.
That is, it's pretty scary when you think about it. But here's the thing, right? I talked to Aiden Meyer before the game. Nothing to lose. This team knows that, hey man, we're not winning the conference, right? But obviously that's over.
Yeah.
This is a game to test themselves to see if they can beat a Rights team they play next week.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this game right now. What do the Knights have to do, Anthony, in your opinion, from what you've seen, to just have a chance?
Yeah, so there's a lot to dissect here because this is a very, very good team.
Yes.
So, but first, let's talk about the three-headed monster: Michael Cooper, Trey Singleton, and PJ Douglas.
Right.
Yeah, they account for 79% of their total points per game. So, it's going to be about stopping them offensively, and that's easier said than done.
Right.
But this is a bigger team. Castle has faced bigger teams, and they beat bigger teams. So it's not the bigger team part, but this team makes quick decisions. They're very aggressive defensively.
Yeah.
And they have 7 guys that are 6'3" plus. So,
Absolutely.
So even though this is a bigger team, this is, excuse me, this is the biggest team Castle has played so far.
Right.
So it's all about forcing turnovers, not letting them get shots up, and if they do get shots up, make sure they're heavily contested shots, bad shots. And Castle just has to make good shots and make shots.
Knights have been cooking. Obviously that win against North. And then they played that postponed game, which was the Vincennes game. They played that on Wednesday. They got a 12-point win where they put up almost 70. So now you got to think about it, right? The offense starting to click like we talked about. The North game, the Vincennes game.
Yeah.
The Knights are small. Smaller, right, for a basketball team.
Yeah.
3-point shooting, offense. How can they take advantage of the small ball to win this game?
So, with them being a bigger team, you would expect that they would lack perimeter defense. But this team moves very fluently on all and in the interior and on the perimeter.
Right.
But what I think Castle's got to do is they just got to move the ball around, because if they move the ball around, this defense could break, and when this defense breaks, Castle can take advantage of that.
Rights played this team a week ago. That's Castle's sectional opponent. That's why we keep talking about him so much. 27-point loss for Rights. Jeffersonville beat this team.
Yeah.
What does Castle, in your opinion, need to do to play better than a Rights team? Obviously, that's not going to be, say Castle plays better than Rights, doesn't lose by as much points.
Yeah.
That does not have any sort of outcome of what's going to happen next Friday.
Yeah.
But what can the Knights do that the Panthers couldn't?
So, I think it's I think it's philosophy on defense. Castle is known to be a very aggressive defense, just like Jeffersonville.
They're aggressive.
Yeah,
Pesty.
And Rights is mainly a passive defense. They like to get the ball in front of them.
Offense.
So,
yeah.
I think that the defensive philosophy is going to be a factor, and Castle just has to stay hot as they have been. They got to hit their 3-point shots, and then they got just guard the big 3. And like you saw, 27-point loss for Rights, and they weren't able to stop the big 3. So I feel like if Castle stops the big 3, gets good shots, I feel like Castle can walk away with a dub.
We're hoping for a good basketball game. Hopefully you guys are as well. So when we come back, we'll get the starting lineups. Going to do a little bit of tweaks to the stream, see if we can make the quality a little bit better, and get you guys hopefully a good basketball game this time with the Jeffersonville Red Devils getting ready to go, and so are the Knights. Final game of the season, regular season for the Knights until sectional play when we get back. So what we are learning is that Trey Singleton, Northwestern commit, he is not playing tonight. So Jeffersonville is going to bring out a starting lineup. Rajon Lyard is going to replace him. Michael Cooper is in there as well. Terrence Nord, Elijah Cheeks, and P.J. Douglas for Jeffersonville. The Knights obviously bring out their common starting lineup in Aiden Meyer, Niehaus, Wongler, Ryder, and Eigner. The usual. And here we go. Obviously, not a healthy Jeffersonville team, but still obviously a very multi-talented Jeffersonville team. 2 Wright State commits, that's P.J. Douglas and Michael Cooper. Cheeks is starting with the ball. Now the Devils being quick with the ball. This is Terrence Nord. Around the world, Meyer is guarding him, swings it back on top. This is Rajon Lyard. Again, a lot of off-balls, a lot of screens here, handoffs, Anthony. They're moving quick.
Yeah, and that's what they like to do. They like to be perimeter-based, and then they like to test the inside, and that's how they like to get majority of their points.
They're just testing the Knights and their conditioning. A foul called there on the floor. So you heard that. Brady Ryder's going to come in his first. So that's out of bounds, going the other way. Again, a lot of ball movement quickly for Jeffersonville. Just trying to see, again, possibly what Sharon Wilkerson wants to see out of his team. Possibly, maybe as the game goes on, see what the Knights bring out. They get a quick turnover, and again, first half, Anthony. That's what the Knights are the best at.
Yeah, and I was very impressed right there. Castle didn't let the foot off the gas.
Wongler pulls up, jumper's good. Wongler's got the first points of the game.
Yeah, and that's very good for momentum right there.
Turnover? Yes, other way. Off of the leg of Nord. And the Knights are pushing quick. They want this win. Again, like Aiden Meyer says, with this team, it's nothing to lose. And they may regret that chant later on in the game. I'm just going to be completely honest. Because this is not what Jeffersonville is. This is possibly, like I just talked about, this might be, again, what they could potentially, Niehaus is going to let one fly. Xander Niehaus! If they play like this, Anthony, maybe the student section won't regret it. But just thinking about it, right? They start slow, but then they get hot. Niehaus! This is quite the start from the Knights.
If Castle continues to play like this, expect a court storming.
I hope they prove me wrong. Again, a lot of hype around this game. A lot of fans from different cities, different teams here tonight. Douglas misses, rebound, good. Trying to find it inside. Is it going the other way? Yes. How about the Knights, Anthony? This is an interesting start. We're not even 2 minutes in.
This is probably some of the best basketball the Knights have played all season.
And they've got to play this the whole game.
Yeah.
It's easy to get hype early, but then when it gets later on in the game, that's the biggest test, I would say, in my opinion. Obviously, you cannot mess with a team like this. Number 4, according to Max Preps, in the state. Niehaus swings it inside. Wongler, again, handoff to Niehaus. Good defense. He was trying to find Eigner inside. A little miscommunication, unawareness there by Eigner, and so a foul called in transition. Way to hold up there. That was Terrence Nord. Hate to see a Niehaus foul that early in the game. Obviously a very disciplined player, so should be no worries for Coach Gibson. Again, Anthony, this is a team, right? We talked about it. North game, they had a little bit of foul trouble. They were a lot of, very, very aggressive. What do the Knights need to do to keep that defensive play that they've always had, but to stop as Lyard is able to get the buckets? What do the Knights need to do to be aggressive on defense, but to not commit, not to get in foul trouble?
Yeah, so what I feel that Castle Knights need to do is put themselves in position to not get fouls, because especially on the
Eigner went hard to the rim and just went around and out. And Wongler, a lot of sloppy ball movement on that play.
Yeah.
Wongler was able to draw the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, so Wongler goes to the free throw line. What Castle needs to do, they've been playing phenomenal basketball.
Aggressive, right?
Yes.
They're playing with heart.
Yeah. They just need to continue this. They need to just not get in positions where they cannot attempt fouls. Like on fast breaks, you saw like right there, fast break, fouls. So just prevent fast breaks, and that also goes with the offense and just ball control.
Gilly Polk and Sean Boyd checking into the game. Both guards, both seniors here for Jeffersonville, so quick substitutions here for Coach Wilkerson. Both free throws made by Wongler. Again, free throws, another key factor the Knights have been improving on all year long. This is a game that Coach Gibson would love to win in his regular season finale with the Knights. Again, those 5 seniors that they have. Shot misses, rebound into the hands of Niehaus. Knights playing clean basketball right now, almost stolen away. There by Michael Cooper again, Wright State commit. Going there with his teammate PJ Douglas, both seniors. Says 6'3", has been a phenomenal guard all year long for this Jefferson Red Devils team, who looks to make a strong playoff push here as the games begin next week. Wongler tried to get it to Niehaus. He did, fell to the ground. Pass was between Meyer and Niehaus. Swing over Cooper inside. This is his future teammate and current teammate PJ Douglas, who draws the foul. He'll go to the line for the first time. So again, the size already becoming a factor, Anthony.
Oh yeah, they're attacking the paint a lot, and that's what you do against a small team like Castle. But what Castle needs to do is they need to keep on the perimeter, because even though they have a good field goal percentage, as I missed right there,
got another substitution here. Caleb Jones is in, a forward, 6'3", 10th grader. Wouldn't Jeffersonville love someone at 6'10", especially against a small team like this?
Yeah.
That's why the absence of Trey Singleton's so big. Standing 6'8". Looking to find a way to get a win without him. Again, now the Red Devils starting to match the Knights' energy here.
Yeah, and I feel that, hopefully it's not it, but with Trey Singleton being out, he's probably their best player, so.
Good hustle there by Cooper. He's, again, 2 very, very top-tier hustle players, Aiden Meyer and Michael Cooper. He's going to swing it ahead to Eigner. Eigner, no substitutions yet for Coach Gibson. Again, he likes to put in Richards and Bober. You wonder when he's going to put them in. Maybe give these starters a chance to get hot early, as Jacob Wongler's feeling it. 6 points already for Wongler. Again, like we talked about small ball, he is the definition of that, but his hustle and courage is the bucket there for the Red Devils. But again, Wongler's off to a hot start.
Yeah, and you just keep your hot players in.
Myers going to swing it down. He tried to find Eigner. That was good defense there and a foul. So again, undisciplined basketball there by Eigner. Foul committed there. Wilkerson checks into the game as well for the Red Devils. As he comes out. And now Richards again. Eigner's going to come out, draws that foul. Connor Richards, a little bit of length here to match Jeffersonville.
Yeah, and with a big team like Jeffersonville, you wouldn't need all the length you need.
You're going to have to see a lot of strength here out of Connor Richards. A big test for him and Coach Gibson's team. Big test for him, too, Coach Gibson. It's good defense here on Douglas. Douglas, he doesn't mind to shoot that. No good, and Richards already in the game. Nice little rebound there. Wongler looking to keep up his hot start. Brady Ryder, a guy not to sleep on. He can also get hot as well. So he's guarded there by Boyd. He's going to drive to the rim. Saw the lane. Good ball movement. Aiden Meyer looking to get hot. A 3 is too much. And it falls into the hands of Cooper. Now the Knights, Red Devils in transition. Good defense there. A foul called. It was a little bit interesting. Could have been a possible travel call there. Yet the gather step saved them. And so it's going to be free throws coming up. This looks like Michael Cooper is going to the free throw line with a chance.
Yeah, you see Brady
to put up his first points.
Yeah, you see Brady Ryder complaining about that.
He was not happy with that call. Red Devils looking to get points from the free throw line. And Cooper knocks down the first. Carter Bobe is going to check into the game. A little bit of a defensive substitution there as Ryder's going to come out after committing that foul. I like the start from both teams, Anthony.
Yeah, well, obviously there's things that they can improve on. There's moments of undisciplined basketball, but they have shown moments of really just excellent basketball.
More substitutions, looks like. Cooper's going to come out of the game. He's checking up with Castle's athletic trainer, Del Nance. Might have a cut on his finger, so he's out right now. So right now they got Cheeks out there with Jones, Douglas. They've also got Laird out there. Wongler's going to let it fly. Jacob Wongler! He's got 9 points, and there's still 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. You can't leave that guy open. That is Terrence Nord from downtown. So, back-to-back buckets. A little bit of back and forth action here from both teams. You wonder if the Knights can just keep this up the whole game, because obviously with teams like this that have, again, like we said, nothing to lose, they're going to be hot early. They're going to, Jeffersonville may not expect what they were going to expect. But what do the Knights really need to do, especially with their struggles in the second half, to actually keep this up?
Like you said, it's going to come down to, can they keep this up, and it's just going to depend on how many suicides they have.
Coach Gibson didn't like what he was seeing. He's going to call his first time out of the game. So a very, very nice start from both teams. We're 6 minutes in, and the Knights have a 2-point lead. We'll be right back. Back in action, Donovan Williams checks into the game for the Knights. He's become that third guy to come in for Coach Gibson. Tim Sorb still obviously recovering from that toe injury he had. He's played at North, he's played at Vincennes. Carter Bobe still in the game. Wongler looking to, imagine, Anthony, this guy gets into double digits early. Oh, nice hero from Jacob Wongler, circled in and out. That was a beautiful move. 5'9". Very sneaky, smaller guy, found his way in there. Another three came, might have been tipped. Inside, nice find. That's PJ Douglas for the 2. And so the game tied with 1.5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. So both teams competitive. You wonder if the second quarter they're going to bring more, maybe even be a little bit more fatigued. Carter Bobe just ran right into, looked like that might have been Nord. Or sorry, Laird. Bove's gonna go to the free throw line. Put the Knights back up. Bove short on the first. A lot of substitutions, so Cooper back in the game, of course. They're gonna bring back in Wilkerson, and they're also gonna bring in Gilly Polk. Lyard, Jones, and Cheeks will come out. Bobe looking to split from the free throw line, misses both. Bridges got a tip on it. Staying Castle's way, so they got a little bit of luck there. And so again, now you think of it a little interesting here. So they got Richards and Niehaus in the game, a little bit of length here. Again, just trying to do everything they can in terms of matching up with size. Coach Gibson's at some point may see what type of advantage he can get by running his multi-guard system, which means basically Niehaus is your 5. So, haven't seen it yet though. Wongler's cooking right now, just trying to do everything he can. Make this possibly the Jacob Wongler game. So far he's got 9 points, he's the leading scorer. He's got 75% of Castle's points so far. Easy math. Niehaus trying to survey the floor. He got wide open. He just threw it up, drew the foul. And so Niehaus now with a chance to go to the free throw line. Wilkerson commits his first. And Niehaus is looking to do what Bobe couldn't. He's looking to put his team back up at the line. Just won't fall. Anthony, again, free throws. You can't have the free throw percentage that you're at right now. You're trying to fix that going into sectionals. What do the Knights need to do to just relax from the free throw line? It's just free throws, right? I mean, all you can do is find a way to make them. Niehaus is able to split. But how effective can that be, especially if you're late in a game in the playoffs?
Yeah, like, free throws are...
they're critical.
Yeah, they're very critical, and they're a lot more difficult to make than just a simple layup. So, but it's just about being calm.
Richards was able to find his way hard. Fell to the floor there by Nord. Wongler's going to settle it down. He was trying to find Niehaus. He did. 3 flies. 3 way off. Nord has it. Now the Red Devils in transition. Niehaus able to get him cornered. Again, this is good double team defense. Oh, good find inside. Can't leave him open. Miscommunication leads to a Nord easy bucket inside. And so Jeffersonville with a 14-13 lead. 10 seconds to go. Williams is going to calm this thing down. 5 seconds to go. Williams guarded. Wongler, long three-pointer. Bang! Wow! He's got 12 points in the first quarter, and the Knights go up by 2 at the buzzer.
Bang, bang.
If there has never been a time for a Mike Breen bang, Jacob Wongler. The grease is hot right now for Jacob Wongler, and he's looking to continue that in the second quarter. We'll be back. Listen, that call right there, I got to be one of one. I cannot, there will never be another Mike Breen, and I apologize. But that shot right there was a natural instinct bang. Jacob Wongler has his team right now in this game, Anthony.
Yeah. Hey, just let him cook.
Let him cook.
Yeah.
He's still in the game, and the Knights have the ball to start the second quarter. Just some very, very tough basketball. Williams can't get the ball, and he did. He found Niehaus. Now the Knights looking to push. Stay aggressive is what I could imagine Coach Gibson told his team.
Yeah. And I like the approach right there, trying to get the ball to your hottest guy right there. But
Douglas thought about that shot. The biggest guy and a double dribble. Knights are pressuring right now. And so they're going to get the ball. This is quite the start, man. Again, you can't say, again, the Knights are doing this without, and the Red Devils are playing without Trey Singleton. Obviously, that's a huge impact. He's their best player.
Yeah.
But even with this team, man, even without Trey Singleton, this is a tough team they're playing right now, and they are giving it all they've got, showing what they could potentially be, especially come playoff time.
Yeah. And
this team's not so big, but they'll be remembered as heart and hustle.
Yeah, and they
grit.
And Jeffersonville still has D1 recruits. So
looks like maybe it's the call here on the floor, going the other way. The Red Devils are going to get the ball, possibly a travel foul. I don't know what the call that was there, but ends up in the Red Devils' hands, looking to either tie or take the lead. Bobe having to guard a nice player there. Michael Cooper, count it and the foul. So he's going to go to the free throw line. Looking to put the Red Devils up in front. Nothing much you can do there as a defender, especially a guy like Bobe.
Yeah.
And so they're going to insert Zeron Calhoun. So a lot of substitutions here for Sharon Wilkerson and his team, as Cooper's going to put his team up. Again, you got to expect him and P.J. Douglas to be the two that lead this team tonight without Trey Singleton.
Yeah.
So, double team here. Wongler's getting, they know him. They know him well now. Good find inside. They found Niehaus to Richards. Richards bumped. And he'll go to the free throw line. Again, that would have been good if it went.
Yeah, but nice passing there by Castle.
Good ball movement. Very good ball movement. Boyd's going to commit his first. Connor Richards going to the free throw line, looking to tie or take the lead. So again, Connor Richards putting up some good effort and hustle off the bench right now for Eigner. Has yet to start a game though. There were some times in practice where he was a starter again. Coach Gibson's just stuck with his main senior lineup. As speaking of seniors, Ryder and Meyer coming to the game. Carter Bogue will sit after putting up some good minutes as well. Richards misses, splits from the free throw line. We stay tied, and a foul on the floor. Looks like a grab here on Niehaus. Niehaus will be called for the foul. Eigner's going to check back in, like we just talked about, and Connor Richards will take a seat. So good minutes there from Richards. From Richards and Bogue. Again, both of those guys played under the coaching of Doug Hurd in Castle football. Know a lot about hustle, heart, and courage, and just Castle athletics in general. They've done great for this team, and they'll be very phenomenal in their senior years. Only juniors. Eigner tried to contest as much as he could and got a miss. And Niehaus taking the ball up in transition. You like a lengthy big like that can just take the ball up. What a shot! Xander Niehaus, an acrobatic finish, and the Knights still pushing on all cylinders as we're 10 minutes through. Good find inside. Swings it ahead. Here's Cooper. Cooper over to Douglas. Those two looking to lead their team. Here's a three by Boyd, and it's down. Sean Boyd is able to put Jeffersonville up 1. Back and forth action here, Anthony. How long can the Knights? Again, you know the Red Devils can do it. How long can the Knights do it? And just in general, what do they need to do to keep doing it?
Yeah, so there's still some things that they need to adjust, like right there, they're allowing too many corner threes, but...
Find the shot. Cooper with a steal there. He drives. Wongler, did he draw it? No, he was moving just a tad bit. He won't get the benefit of the doubt. He will draw the foul. Tim Swope, again, like we talked about, his toe injury, he's going to check into the game. So again, his first, so he's been doing good. Cooper's going to go back to the free throw line, looking to keep being as productive as he can without Singleton. And the first free throw's down. So obviously, final game of the season for the Knights. As we talked about, Wrights next week. Sectionals will be at Harrison. We hope to do that. Hope to give you as much as we can. Just a good basketball game. A lot of fans of other teams, like we talked about, in the building. Obviously, a great game, and they're getting their money's worth right now. Anthony, is a timeout here by Jeffersonville as they'll talk it over. 5.5 to go, and the Red Devils up by 3. We'll be back. If you're a big basketball fan, just saw something interesting. Celtics versus Cavaliers, number 2 and the number 1 in the Eastern Conference NBA. Boston wasn't even 5 minutes in the game. They started on a 25-3 run versus Cleveland. But Boston's now only up by 3. Again, just a little bit of NBA insight if you're a big fan. We're seeing another good game here tonight, too. A good night for basketball as we approach March Madness. Sectional play. Oh, good move by Cooper. And that time, Eigner's able to draw the charge. Cooper is going to commit his first as an offensive foul. He's done good to stay out of foul trouble. Again, NBA playoffs like we talked about. It's an exciting time for basketball, Anthony. Conference tournaments start next week, too.
Yeah.
It's March. After today, it's March.
Yeah, March is
here.
Greatest month of basketball.
Greatest month of basketball. Knights just playing a little bit of three-man movement here. Now they'll push. Ryder, Niehaus. Good find, Brady Ryder. Pump fake, Brady Ryder inside. Swope. Nice pull up. And a floater goes down for Swope. Wilkerson. Niehaus got the steal. Here they go. 2-on-2. Ryder's just going to drive. Shot missed. Eigner hustling. Can they save it? No. Good hustle there by the Red Devils. Like, unfortunately for them, weren't able to stick with it. So, Knights will keep possession, approaching the halfway mark of the second quarter. Swope. Guarded there by Boyd. Meyer. Eigner. Right now they're just trying to find that open shot, possibly at the perimeter here. Trying to take advantage of the size. Meyer. Eigner, they're giving him the lane. Ryder to Swope. Eigner was cutting inside. A lot of off-ball movement here from the Knights, just trying to find that shot. Niehaus got a little too open. Xander Niehaus for three. Knights back in the lead. So again, patience, right? That right there, big example of patience. It leads to a Niehaus shot that Coach Gibson wanted. Gotta imagine he's happy with that outcome.
Yeah,
Cooper looking to keep doing what he's been doing. Very productive so far. A lot from the line. So Eigner's on Cooper right now. Might be a mismatch. Eigner's just trying to stick with him. Nice little step back three. Cooper for three. Able to knock it down. So back-to-back threes back and forth. Niehaus and Cooper, both of the stars going at it. Here's Swope. Guarded at the perimeter by Boyd. Swope drives. Swope swings. Brady Ryder for three. Yes! Brady Ryder for three. Threes are falling on both ends of the court. This game's starting to get a little bit interesting on offense. A little bit exciting here is this is Jones. He's looking to keep up that three-point circus. It was a long two. They counted it as a long two.
Yeah,
Didn't get the three, but a lot of long-range shooting here. Tie game at 27, under 3 minutes to go. Swope here guarded by the tall and lengthy Wright State commit. P.J. Douglas, Swope. Again, both teams just probably trying to calm down a little bit. A lot of tired souls out here for both teams. Ball screen, Swope, pull up, jumper, air ball. Didn't get much of it. Niehaus was trying to run for it. You can just see Tim Swope's not really moving like Tim Swope right now, so you gotta imagine maybe he's not feeling it. Wongler's coming in the game. You imagine that's gonna be Swope coming out. Aiden Meyer. Okay, so Coach Gibson's trying to see if Swope can push through. You wonder if that toe is still affecting him. It definitely looks like it is. Wongler back into the game, looking to stay hot. He's got 12 points, has yet to score here in the second quarter. Nord, ball movement, finds Cooper, mid-range jumper, got it. Michael Cooper doing Michael Cooper things as we approach 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. This is a very competitive first half, liking what we're seeing. Eigner was just trying to force a shot there. It wouldn't go. Douglas now taking it the other way. Niehaus stays. Good poke away. Knights have numbers. Wongler wasn't paying attention. He was trying to slow it down, but good hustle. That was Cheeks who came in for that one. Wilkerson guarded by Eigner. Good ball movement, and the foul committed. Looks like it's going to go on Tim Swope. Nope, Wongler. Swope was in the area. Wongler was a little too much in there. So again, Swope's now out of the game. So Aiden Meyer's going to come back in. Connor Richards is going to come in. John Eigner's going to sit. You imagine this is the lineup that Gibson's going to run. Some size out there to finish the first half. 29-27. Jeffersonville currently up over the Knights. Knights are keeping their way in, and obviously Trey Singleton, you couldn't imagine what it would be like if he was playing.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a fair matchup here for the Knights. Here's Nord inside, driving baseline, somehow got through, and the ball slipped away from Wilkerson. Aiden Meyer on the push. Meyer looking to tie the game. He stops, pump fake, shot's good. He's good with that. Little close shot, able to get it to go. Tie game at 29 with a minute to go. A lot of action here. Here's Nord. Back over to Douglas. Meyer guarding up, swings it over to Cooper. Pump fake, now he'll get it to Nord. This is good defense here. Michael Cooper, no good. And it fell back into the hands of Nord. Red Devils gonna get another chance. Wonder if they're gonna wind this thing down just a little bit. Douglas and Cooper at the perimeter just trying to see if maybe they can, again, like we said, run down the time a little bit. 35, 34, 33, just letting it run down. Wonder when they're gonna go. Maybe wait till that final shot. We're tied up at 29. The Knights are exceeding expectations here against a top 5 Jeffersonville team who's missing their star. 20 seconds to go. Now they're just gonna wait. Wonder if that's how they're gonna do it. Maybe with 10 seconds they make a push here. Give themselves a little bit of range of time. Now they're gonna go. Ball swung inside. Niehaus got the steal. He got grabbed in a foul. So that's what, again, Knights were just waiting, playing patient, conserving all that energy, and they get a turnover, so they'll get the final shot with a chance to take the lead going into half. Tim Swope's going to come into the game. Wonder if Coach Gibson's going to run his baseline play here, where basically isolation, that's what they like to do. Expect isolation here, possibly with a guy like Niehaus or Swope. Yep, they're going to get into Swope. He's calling baseline, so that means isolation. Now they'll double team. They see it. Aiden Meyer for 3. No good, and that's going to end the first half. This is really good basketball. We hope to see more, maybe even better in the second half. What a first half of basketball. It's 29-29. Both teams playing very good. A lot of balanced offense and defense. That's it for the first half. We'll see you come second half of play. about ready to go here in the second half. 29 apiece for both teams. Can the Knights do it in the second half, Anthony?
We'll see.
And in a case where, again, this is just the narrative with the Knights, they're the best first half team you'll see. In the second half, they collapse. This is the number 4 team in the state. Do you think the Knights are motivated to legitimately come out here and play better than they did in the first half?
Like, I feel like just to start the game, they're motivated. This is the number 4 team in Indiana right now, and so you want to make a statement. This looks really good on a resume. So, and if you get a big win like this creates momentum for sectionals. So this could be a huge run for the Knights, but that's if they keep this going.
They're going to keep this action up. This has been a hot start in terms of offense, defense, hot start in balance. Both teams are competing right now. You may think 29-29, that's not that big. It is a big score. It's an average score because you think about it, right? These type of scores, you know, and especially how hard they're playing, the offense is coming along and the defense is coming along. Yeah. So you wonder if that's going to be the way it is. You're hoping for a great finish, man. This has been a phenomenal game to be a part of.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. Douglas is going to inbound. Jeffersonville will start with the ball. $29 apiece. PJ Douglas inside. Now they're getting a little bit of aggressive here with that physicality. Can they bring physicality? Again, Knights aren't the strongest or the tallest. So how can Jeffersonville attack them physically? Oh, there's a steal by Cooper. You wonder if he might go up. He lost it there, but he was still able to get it to go. So now Jeffersonville's playing like Jeffersonville. This is starting to become difficult. Wongler, could he save it? He did. You hope this isn't what the Knights are going to do here in the second half. They cannot collapse after how hard they have played in the first half of action. Whoever comes out hot is maybe the team that's going to get it done. Wongler no, he didn't get fouled. He was hoping for one. Fell to the ground, missed the shot. Nord drives. Wongler was trying to draw the charge, no good. Almost went in on the tip, and it's staying down that end. So, the ball was just up in the air. Shots just wouldn't go. So Jeffersonville's attacking right now, and again, Douglas using that physicality. Now he's starting to play like PJ Douglas, Anthony.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed is that they're attacking the paint more, and especially with a small team like Castle, that's an Achilles heel.
Right. Eigner's going to take on a difficult wired there. Bigger guy. Eigner wasn't able to stay, and there's a shot, no good. Is that going the other way? Yes, Jeffersonville foul. It's going to go on Douglas, second foul, so he's done good to stay out of foul trouble. Drives. Eigner inside. Got reached there and was able to draw the foul on the floor. Ready to inbound. Not even 2 minutes in, and Jeffersonville showing a lot of aggression. Niehaus falls on top of Douglas. You can imagine that might have hurt. It's a jump ball. It's going the other, staying down the Castle end. And Coach Gibson's going to call a timeout. A very, very difficult start here for the Knights. They just can't find what they could in the first half. They're looking to find a way to get back to where they were when we get back. Back in action, Ryder's going to inbound. Oh, tough pass, Niehaus. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it. He will. So, not the, again, this is just now, you're feeling the pressure, the adrenaline starting to come in. Knights got to find a way to calm down. What do they first do, Anthony?
Yeah, it just comes with calming down. They need to get back to what they have been doing, but they also got that
tough pass. Wongler got into his hands. Ryder tried to get it. Cooper on the steal. Niehaus is there. Cooper got it to go. Good in transition matchup there. Niehaus had a chance to maybe do what he usually does. That's usually a block at the other end. Good find. Oh, John Eigner. Eigner able to get it to go. So back up to 6. This has been an interesting game, and right now Michael Cooper is doing Michael Cooper things. He's putting himself on the scoring sheet probably more than, again, he usually would. Obviously Singleton, who's dealing with an illness, we learned, he has been out, so there's Niehaus with a miss. So Michael Cooper and Douglas, not to leave out, but those are the two that are doing the job. And so a spin there, Douglas, it didn't go. Knights have a chance now. They're in transition. They got numbers. Here's a swing over to Ryder. Ryder, now they're going to calm it down. He's in the corner there, guarded by Cooper. Cooper offensively and defensively doing all he can. Both of them committed to Wright State, so you got to love that. Both of these players and their chemistry, the way they've been. Eigner just trying to do his job. Eigner couldn't get it to go. Cooper taking it the other way. The Red Devils looking to maybe even open up this thing. Oh, he almost had it to go. Nice rebound there by Laird. Laird's able to get it to go, and now Jeffersonville is doing it like they normally do. Niehaus. Ryder, Wongler, maybe. He'll fire it. He'll get it. 15 in the game for Wongler. He's finally able to get back on the board. If there's a guy to get into it, it's the guy that's been hot. It's Jacob Wongler, Anthony. Is that a charge? Yes. Eigner's able to draw his second charge of the game. You can imagine Coach Gibson is extremely satisfied with that.
Yeah, and now Castle's getting the momentum.
And yeah, small plays like that, momentum. And so it looks like we got a timeout on the floor. Jeffersonville's going to talk it over, trying to stop the flame for the Knights. We'll be back. Jeffersonville starting to open this thing up a little bit. Knights responded, and so that was the motive of Sharon Wilkerson's timeout. So the Knights looking to find a way back in this, down by 7. A little bit of an SIC update. Team that Castle's playing next week, Wrights, they're currently losing to Bossy at halftime. Down by 6, 28-22. So this is just, again, this is a sign, Anthony, that Castle might have a chance against a team like Wrights. Brady Ryder for 3, no good, front iron. Both teams falling for it. Ryder's able to get it back. Now there's a switch. Ryder guarded up there. This is Polk against Ryder. Wongler looking to stay hot. He's got 15 right now. Polk is up on him. 3:18 to go here, third quarter. Jeffersonville 41, Castle 34. Niehaus, now they're just moving. Again, Anthony, A lot of ball movement on the perimeter.
Yeah, these are two teams that like to move the ball around, but Castle's putting a lot more emphasis.
They know
in
Eigner can't shoot it, so Niehaus inside. Niehaus scores. They got it to 5. Polk, Cooper, Polk. He'll get it inside. Eigner's got to play post-up defense. Good tip there. Douglas has it. Cooper again. It's still a 5-point game. Jeffersonville up. Niehaus on the steal. Cooper's in transition. Niehaus. Oh, the reverse is good. That was, man, those two, offense and defense, that could have been something crazy, which it was. Niehaus with a tough reverse layup. They've got it to a 3-point game. And on the other end, same sort of play concept there. That was Boyd. He got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Connor Richards looking to come in the game. You'll assume Eigner's going to come out. Anthony, Castle's starting to find their way back in it. It's back and forth.
Yeah, and it has been the entire game. But it's going to come down to who can retain momentum the longest.
First free throw misses. Richards and Bo will come in. Eigner and Aiden Meyer will sit out. This looks like Laird's going to come back into the game. Douglas is going to sit. They're also going to bring back in Elijah Cheeks as well. So right now they got Cheeks, Wilkerson, Boyd, Cooper, and Laird. Free throw made, splits 1 of 2. That is Sean Boyd able to knock it down. 4-point game, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. The Knights looking to possibly take down the number 4 team in the state of Indiana. Again, without Trey Singleton, who is out with an illness. Knights looking to win their final game of the regular season before playing Rights next week. Swing, ball movement here, now in the paint. Ryder had it, there's a steal. In transition, Ryder drives, Ryder to the rim, he missed it. Wongler, it's staying. Ryder wasn't able to get it to go, but the Knights are still gonna have a chance with the ball at their own end. 1:40 to go. You're still seeing that hustle, Anthony, but maybe some players just a little bit fatigued.
Just a little bit, but that's what you expect throughout the game. But it's about finding that second gear when in the late stretch.
Long was able to save it. Nice catch there. Jacob Wongler, multi-sport athlete before he moved on from football, sticking to the basketball grind. Wongler's going to swing it over to Ryder. Under a minute and a half to go. Coach Gibson wants to talk it over. All right, 1:27 to go. Knights are starting to find their way back in it. Jeffersonville up 4. Back in action, Swope back into the game. Ryder drives. Niehaus approaching a minute to go, third quarter. Bob, it bounced off his knee. He's not going to be able to get it. Some tough passing there. Coach Gibson unhappy. Knights got to keep finding a way to push even with mistakes like that, Anthony. You can't get all caught up in your mind, especially knowing that you're playing the number 4 team in the state.
Yeah, and they need to just keep, and coming into this game, needed to keep mistakes at a minimal. But when you make one mistake, you can't make another.
Laird, swing, Cooper, Boyd, Nord. And kind of like Castle, ball movement at the perimeter. Nord, you got 2 guys boxing out there. That's Wilkerson and then Laird. Nord near center court. Now the ball movement. Maybe they're trying to get a little breather here. Maybe even see what Wilkerson likes. Coach Wilkerson Yep, 35 seconds. So kind of just assume, Anthony, they're going to do what they did. Maybe wait till that 10-second mark. Kind of just make that play again. Again, last time they did that, it was a turnover, and Knights got the final shot. Here's Schwob guarded up. Now they're going to press. Here's Nord. Nord, is that out of bounds? No, it's going to be a push. Carter Bobe is going to get called for the foul. It's only his second, so again, if there does come to a point, you know how Coach Gibson likes to put in Carter Bobe at the end of the game.
Yeah.
For defensive purposes, you just assume kind of him and Donovan Williams. Eigner doesn't finish the game. He starts it, but he doesn't finish it. You wonder if it might be a little different if the Knights can keep their way in it. 9 seconds to go. Cooper fadeaway jumper, bounces around and in. Nice bucket there from Cooper. Knights got to get a shot here. Swope, Bobe, he's just got to, shoot it. They're not going to have enough time. The Knights are down by 6 going into the fourth. The narrative right now, can the Knights find a way to take down the number 4, or will Jeffersonville do what Jeffersonville can, even without their rising star? We'll be back for fourth quarter action. Anthony, this is an amazing day, man.
Yes, sir.
This is an amazing day. It's my first day being 18 years old.
Yeah.
Very weird feeling.
Yeah, happy birthday. The student section honored that.
Student section did, man. I'm blessed, man. I love every single one of them. I'll miss them. Class of 25 has been terrific, man. A lot of talent, a lot of athletes, good kids, smart kids. Kids care about their future, man. I'm blessed to be a part of that. So I wish that and thank them for everything. I wish them the best wherever they may go. And everybody watching the broadcast, man, hope it's a great day, because it is. 67 degrees if you live in Indiana. Good defense there by the Knights. They were almost able to force a turnover, but Jeffersonville's going to keep it going. So again, crowd getting into it. Very, very good basketball team here in Jeffersonville. They are able to find adversity. Niehaus with a big block. Knights looking to use that possibly as a starting point. Their captain and Niehaus able to make that play. Meyer is guarded up. This is Boyd. Richards is being called for a screen here. He's just gonna, didn't really have to use the screen there. Meyer's gonna swing. Wongler looking to stay hot. 15 points. Can he get 18? He airballed. So it's going the other way. Substitutions here. It looks like Cheeks. Eigner's is going to come in. Richards is in. Cheeks is in the game. They're going to take out Wilkerson. Again, Wilkerson's been terrific as a big off the bench for this Jeffersonville team. Boyd. Cooper tip pass. Swing. Nord. Can he get it? Yes, he can. 3 for Terrence Nord. And that puts Jeffersonville up by 9, Anthony. Their largest lead of the game. So now, it's all about the pressure. Wongler looking to do his thing. Oh! Jacob Wongler, he's got 17 points. What a difficult runner off the glass. Man. Paul Moon, they just let Cooper wide open. Oh, Cooper felt something in his knee. Cooper is hurt. They're trying to get a timeout. They're going to foul. Cooper is down. Oh, no. Hoping it's a cramp. Yep, it's a cramp.
Yeah, they're stretching out that.
A little scary there. Looks like that's going to be a cramp, so obviously you don't want to lose your star player. He has been so many points up off the bench. This is going to put Aiden Toller in the game. First substitution in for the night for him. Cooper, obviously, wonder if that's just a cramp.
Yeah, he's still in a lot of pain.
Still in some pain. Obviously hoping Del Nance, the trainer for the Knights over there. Probably a Charlie horse or something. He has been terrific all night. You wonder, Not surprised he's cramping up, man. He's been doing everything. He's put this team on his back and has done all that he can. Man, he's in a lot of pain, though.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, so now we got to move on.
Yeah.
What can Jeffersonville to do? Now they don't have Singleton or Cooper. P.J. Douglas is going to be the guy you got to find. What does Jeffersonville need to do? Again, you're up by 9, 6.5 minutes to go. This is a very, very gritty and aggressive Castle team. What do they need to do to just keep up with the intensity of this game? What could some of this guy, again, Aiden Toller in the game, what does Jeffersonville need to do, knowing that, star player might be out for the rest of the game if he doesn't get back?
Yeah, and this is what all the great teams do. They have a next man up mentality.
They do. Niehaus looking to find a way to take advantage. It falls into the hands. It's Ryder. He's guarded there by Nord. Now this, you probably see a lot of Brady Ryder counting at 1. I was about to say, you're probably going to see a lot of motivation in this Jeffersonville team, but the Knights know they can maybe take advantage here with Singleton out. Wilkerson's going to come into the game. Brady Ryder's going to go to the free throw line with a chance to make this a 2-possession game, 6:19 to go. It's going to be a free throw for Brady Ryder. Aiden Meyer is out. He misses. The Knights still struggling from the free throw line. Boat is back in with his 2 fouls. He's good in terms of foul trouble. Again, obviously the reason we worry about his foul trouble so much is because he's in for defensive purposes. So he's going to have to play aggressive. There's hands everywhere. Eigner tried to get a jump. He's going to get called for a foul again. That's his 4th. One more and he's gone, so you wonder again. Coach Gibson hasn't really finished a game with John Eigner. You probably assume that he won't, especially with the foul trouble. What if a guy like Connor Richards comes into the game, puts up a little bit of production here, just kind of a little prediction if Eigner makes one more mistake?
Yeah, so, and that's a good alternative for John
A great
Eigner.
alternative.
Yeah.
He's been terrific, man.
Someone that plays very similar to John Eigner in terms of hustle.
We got an interesting finish coming up. Under 6 minutes to go. Jeffersonville still in front, keeping up. We'll be back. Back in action, Jeffersonville with possession. Nord guarded by Bobe, high at the perimeter. Cooper out, a lot more perimeter play. Good find, Wilkerson, the big, count it, foul, free throw. That is Jacob Wilkerson, 6'1" forward. The sophomore's going to the free throw line. The chance to put the Red Devils up by double digits. Free throw misses. Ryder with a rebound. Now the Knights in transition. Wongler, Niehaus is wide open, too wide. But maybe that's better. No, it's not. The lucky bounce for Xander Niehaus. It is a 6-point game, still a 2-possession game. This is back and forth action by the Knights. Captain Niehaus, the king they call him, looking to get back into it. A good matchup here. Height difference. P.J. Douglas doing what, fulfilling Michael Cooper's shoes right now. Obviously still dealing with that cramp. He may come back into the game, Anthony, so that's big for the Red Devils. Obviously dealing with that cramp. Better that it wasn't anything else, of course. Wongler, looks like maybe a foul, an offensive foul, and Eigner's done for the night. Eigner is done for the night. Carter Bowe is going to come in. He's done. And they don't put in Connor Richards, so they're going to put in Carter Bowe. Multi-guard system, Cooper back in. This is just what the Red Devils exactly wanted.
Yeah, Yeah, they want that multi-guard lineup so they can attack the paint because they have a lot of great interior attackers.
They got Cheeks taking up the ball. Here's Nord. Cooper is going to get a touch. You wonder if maybe they'll just kind of give him a little bit of time to get back used to the floor, but he's ready to get back into the action. So a lot of perimeter ball movement here from the Red Devils. Here is Cheeks. Good find to Cooper. Cooper, it didn't go. Now the Knights in transition. Almost had numbers for a bit. Ryder fell on a shoe and a steal. Taken the other way. Good defense by the Red Devils. And now they are looking to maybe put this thing away. They could take their largest lead of the game on this possession. Cooper drives, foul. He's still hustling, man, that heart and soul of Michael Cooper. Wright State commit. This is exactly what college coaches wanted, and that's why he's a Division I player, Anthony.
Yeah, especially with his frame, his production offensively. He's a D1 player.
Cooper at the line makes the first. 4:24 to go. Castle's just doing everything they can. But this is going to be a better outcome than Wright's. Wright's obviously, Trey Singleton played that game, so again, you can't really make a comparison on that. But what I'm seeing from this game, and we'll preview the sectional game after this game. We'll do a little post game, Anthony. But this is, again, if the Knights put up hustle, man, it does not matter. And with all Castle athletics, you don't got to be the biggest. You don't got to be the strongest. You don't got to be the tall, like, you know, obviously size, physicality, heart and courage. The mental game always works. As Jacob Wongler quotes for his team, obviously a leader of this team, a senior, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. And that's what the Knights have demonstrated all season long. So they're looking to maybe find a way to get back into it, show positive signs of a team that could possibly win a sectional championship. Brady Ryder, he's keeping his team in it. 7-point game, 3:50 to go. Now the full court pressure's coming. Multi-guard system, Bogue came in, good steal. Knights have a chance now. They are starting to get aggressive. They're looking to do what maybe the Red Devils can't come the final stretch, but you cannot assume that the Red Devils will quit at all. Can Niehaus get him back into it? Back iron. That would have been a big-time three if it went. And it's taken up the other way by Cheeks. Under 3.5 to go. And Niehaus came flying in. And so it will stay here. 3:22 to go. 7-point game. This is nice. This is really nice.
A lot of positives right now from the Knights. Doing everything that they can to keep up with a number 4, top 5 team in the state, rather say. Douglas. Cooper is out of the game right now, Yes, he's out of the game. He's still dealing, again, with that cramp, so Jeffersonville feeling confident with some of their bench guys. They're a little, getting into their depth a little bit to possibly finish this game. Now they'll just move the ball up the perimeter, trying to waste as much time as they can and get another win against an SIAC team. They left Nord open. And Meyer's going to grab a rebound. Bogue the other way in transition. Bogue, nice move. He missed. Wongler is good on the putback. 19 points for Jacob Wongler. He's nearing a career high, maybe already at it. And a timeout called. It's a 5-point game. We have a really good finish coming up. Hoping for a good finish at least. It's a 5-point game. Castle's staying in it. We'll be back.
.240 to go. Jeffersonville up 55-50. The Knights are putting up competition as always with a team. Doesn't matter how good they are, they will give it every single ounce of energy that they've got. This home floor advantage is seriously becoming a factor, Anthony. Again, that's not going to be the case in the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
But even without the home court factor, man, they still play with heart and hustle. A lot of signs of a potential sectional champion if they can give it everything that they've got. Start with the hard part early. Use this game as a test. For a hard team, they've got to play like Wrights. Cooper. He's guarded by Niehaus. He's going to swing it over. This is Cheeks. He's guarded by Wongler. The Knights legitimately have a chance if they can get everything that they want. Potentially. This is good defense. Now the double team comes. Almost out of steal. Cooper swings it over to Nord. Nord back to Cooper. Now they're, again, Knights are just doing everything they can. Niehaus is going to get called for a foul. He pushed Cheeks. Fourth foul on Niehaus. So it's going to be free throws at the line for Elijah Cheeks. And he banked, he hit back eye on the first. Possibly a miss or even to make a rebound. You take this down the other way. A two-possession game. I'm kind of getting flashbacks of Jasper, right? Because again, they were down, but they're not out. The Knights are looking to do that again, and they get what they wanted, both misses and a foul on Douglas. So the Knights are getting what they want. Man, this is a phenomenal game. If you paid for this game, you got your ticket worth. I mean, your money's worth. I'm enjoying this, Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Even as a fan, just a fan of Castle, man, this is phenomenal. And obviously, you got to put this into perspective. It's about finishing the game. Coach Gibson has made that a ritual, a value. Meyer, did he get fouled? Yes. Is it a shooting foul? Yes. Aiden Meyer can make it a one-possession game with 1:50 to go in quarter number 3.
Yeah, and like you mentioned about Jasper, Castle has proven that they can get hot at any moment of the game. As Aiden Meyer hits
Aiden Meyer makes the first. One more for Aiden Meyer. Niehaus and Wongler are sitting right now. Donovan Williams and Tim Swope are in the game. You wonder if maybe getting them some rest. Now they're full court pressure, and they're getting all the rested guys in the game. A foul called. Is it Donovan? Is it Donovan or Carter? Donovan Williams. It's only his first. Now Niehaus and Wongler are going to come back into the game because now they're on offense. You think of it, rest the guys that are going to come in on defense at the end of the game. Come offense, you give Niehaus, Wongler rest. Interesting but smart. You got to think of it, right? Cooper at the line makes the first. Jeffersonville back up by 2 possessions, up by 4. Niehaus, Wongler, Bobe, and Swope are going to sit. So Williams is going to stay again. That Bobes-Williams substitution, kind of what we saw against Jasper, Anthony.
Yeah.
Cooper makes both. He's been so clutch for this team. On a cramped knee, on a cramped leg, doing all he can. Can the Knights stay in it? Minute and a half to go. Number 4 team in the state, top 5 team in the state, versus a hard and aggressive, gritty Castle team. Williams, Meyer to Ryder, back iron. Douglas with a rebound, and now they're just going to foul him. Good rebound by Douglas. That was the shot. And Brady Ryder couldn't get it to go. It's going to be free throws for Douglas here. Wonder if he can put him up by 3 possessions, so maybe Jeffersonville finding a way to finish the game. They got to wipe off the ball. Again, this is just kind of one of those things, Anthony, that if obviously this Jeffersonville team, they don't get nervous.
Yeah.
They can't get nervous.
Yeah.
They're a top 5 team in the state. They're destined to possibly win a state championship.
Yeah.
But with Castle, man, it doesn't matter if you're nervous or not.
Yeah.
They're going to put you in your place.
Yeah.
If they can't do it tonight, man, no matter how good this team is, I just see so many positive signs of a sectional championship.
Yeah, there are positive signs, but
A
right
lot.
now it's 1-0 right now.
Everybody's at this game. This is a phenomenal game. Loud crowd. It's still a 2-possession game. Knights got to go. Williams lost the ball, and a foul on Cooper. Yes. Is this free throws? Is this free throws? Knights are not in the bonus. Now they are. Okay, so this will be free throws. Donovan Williams is going to the free throw line. 1:17 to go. 58-52. Donovan Williams. Back iron. Big miss for Williams. Bobe Swope back in for defensive purposes. I'm confused on this whole Tim Swope thing without having Niehaus into the game. You wonder if maybe it's because foul trouble, rested guys, but Tim Swope on a bum, not knee, sorry, a bum toe, right? Again, just kind of interesting seeing what they're doing here. 1:14 to go, fine inside. He's gonna not be aggressive and shoot it. He's gonna take it the other way. Swope is gonna foul. Maybe this is because of foul trouble or arrested guys. So now Niehaus and Waller are gonna come back into the game. It's just, again, this is when it gets complicated. This is when it gets This when strategy plays in for both teams. Boyd makes the first. This next one could be huge and make it a 3-possession game. Approaching a minute to go. Bobe out, Williams, Niehaus, Wongler. So the offense defense substitution for both for Coach Gibson. Boyd got it. 6-point game. Knights. 7-point game, sorry. Knights. Got to go now. No time for mistake. No time for mistakes. Ryder couldn't get it to go. Cooper there. Now not trying to foul. Just gonna have to play the double team. Cooper. Yeah, they're just gonna give him the bucket. Nord inside. 9-point lead for the Red Devils. 40 seconds to go. Now it's starting to look like this game may be over. Williams, he's in trouble. Aiden Meyer, Niehaus, 28 seconds. Brady Ryder, Meyer, Niehaus. I mean, they got to shoot the ball at some point. He wasn't able to get it to go. Douglas there, swings it over, 17 seconds, and it looks like
that is going to do it. That was fun. For the entire game, Jeffersonville was able to put it away. The Red Devils are going to come on the road, and they're going to get a 9-point win, 62-53. But if, as a Castle fan, or just let alone, maybe bummed out as a Castle player, right? Varsity player if you lost this game.
Yeah.
But there were so many positives, Anthony. I'm excited for next week.
Yeah, they are.
Very good game.
Yeah, but also, like mentioning next week, these are two teams that play very different styles in terms of how they play defensively. And Castle, this is a very big team, and they played very well against a big team. So
they have found a way to get aggressive against taller, bigger teams than them.
Yeah, so there's a lot of optimism, but it just depends on how they can adapt to that different style of play.
Well, I'm proud of this team. All they've done in the regular season. This is the final game at Castle High School for the basketball boys season. So let's go over a little bit of a post game for maybe about 5-10 minutes. They got Wrights next week, Friday.
Yep.
They play the winner of North. That winner of that game plays North and Harrison. Which we're going to give you an update. Marius Harris has 19 points for Bossy, and they're up by 5 at the end of the third quarter against Wrights. Castle versus Wrights next week at Harrison High School.
Yeah.
It's going to be a phenomenal game. But with what you saw tonight, Anthony, what does Castle need to do to maybe pull off the upset and take down this Wrights, what you would call a super team? What do they need to do to find a way to win?
Well, I feel they need,
I'll give you one, grit and hustle.
Yeah.
Against a bigger team like Wrights.
Yeah, that's obvious. People say defense wins championships, but also hustle wins championships.
Right.
There has never been a great team that hasn't hustled.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, it comes down to their shot making. They're hot at the right time, and near the end of the season, even though it was a loss, they had very good moments where they shot the lights out. But
I'm going to get to this. Even without Trey Singleton, I keep bringing this up. I mean, obviously I have to, man. He's a Northwestern commit.
Yeah.
It would have been a very different game if he was here. He makes a huge impact.
Yeah.
But even with that, man, the depth, they had to face this Jeffersonville team, and they put them up to a test.
Yeah.
And better than Wrights. Better than Wrights. But, man, I got to tell you something, Anthony. You think about it, even if Wrights, a lot of people, obviously they've lost more games since Castle's played them. So they've either gotten worse, or maybe they've even gotten better, and they've learned a lot going into the sectional. But think about it this way. Castle was up on Wrights at halftime, game 1, December 20th. The Knights want to beat them. I know that the Knights want to beat them.
Yeah.
Especially all the hype around, again, a star like Jalen Mitchell.
Yeah.
A guy like a Lavelle Tinsley, who, by the way, committed to Lakeland University. Congratulations to him. And another SIC superstar in Jay Summit. So congratulations to both of them. But again, like those two guys, Jay Swanson and another guy in Luke Lawrence, you got to beat them. And they're going to want to play as hard as Castle wants to play. How does Castle, in terms of all the values, hustle, discipline, finishing a ball game, which they couldn't do tonight, but they know there's going to be a point where they click and they know how to do it.
Yeah.
They're never out of it. They're down, but they're not out.
Yeah.
What do they need to do to beat them in terms of those values?
Yeah, they certainly have had moments like that they looked sluggish, but they also have had moments where they looked
They're
great.
competing. They're legit.
Yeah, they looked like this is a very good basketball team. But it just comes down to it comes down to execution. I did like how they put a lot of emphasis on ball movement today. And
By the way, Bossy just went up 9, and that game is at Wrights. So this is just a sign, man.
Yeah.
This team is beatable. This Wrights team is beatable. And obviously they're the number 1 team. That's why we talk about them so much. The reason we talk about them is because they're so good.
Yeah.
But can this be a beatable team? You wonder. A team like Hustle like Castle, man, you just don't know. It's up in the air.
Yeah.
Wrights could have a game. If they have their game, man, they're unstoppable. If Jalen Mitchell's balling, he's balling. If all the guys are clicking on the ball movement, then they're cooking. All we can do, Anthony, at this point is watch and see for ourselves.
Yes, sir.
And that is what's going to take us to the end. We hope to be at Harrison High School next week, which me and Anthony will make the promise that we'll be there. Again, we're good at keeping our promises. We're going to find a way to make the stream good for you guys. Hopefully the quality and everything at Harrison High School, we're going to find a way to get it going. But sectional play, Anthony, I'm excited. This is what we've been talking about. And I think Castle's learned everything that they need to learn to get ready to go.
Yeah, no mistakes from
No
here on
mistakes.
out.
From Johnny Brudenkamp and Anthony Konopinski, a phenomenal February 28th, 2025. A game to remember for the Knights. Unfortunately, falls short, but they put up a lot of competition. So we'll see you from a beautiful